I guess you know what time it is. Yeah, I know, because it's about that time for the Toni G. Campbell podcast.
Hello, and welcome to Conversations with Toni on Toni G. Campbell, the podcast. This is the show for my Gen X warriors where we talk about our challenges and victories in life. On this episode, we will be discussing blending of families from the children's point of view. Tell me, did you grow up as an only child? Did you beg your parents for a sibling or two not to receive any? Did your parents wait until you were grown to reproduce? On today's show, my co-host, because I have two, y'all, and I will dive deep into a great discussion about the blending of families from the children's point of view. Right after a word from our sponsors, I will be back with my co-hosts for today, Marcel Green-Victor and Taur'ee Campbell, our two eldest man-childs. So stay tuned.
1, 2, 1, 2, and I say this is Ty Controller, and I'm here to talk about Dip Square. Dip Square is an online shop that specializes in unique graphic t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, and other apparel. They also offer services like personalized mugs and shoes. Did I just say shoes? Yeah, you can get sneakers with your picture on them at Dip Square. They also have tote bags and other items. Right now, you can save on t-shirts every day by using the discount code I Love Tees. That's I Love Teez. You get 14% off because every day is Valentine's Day at Dip Square. So check them out online at dipsquare.com. Dipsquare.com. I guess you know what time it is. Yeah, I know, because it's about that time for the Toni G. Campbell podcast.
Welcome back. Now, today we are talking about blending of families from a child's point of view. My co-hosts for today are Marcel Green-Victor and Taur'ee Campbell, our two eldest sons. Hey, Marcel.
Hey, good morning. How are you, Mom?
I am well. How are you doing, Taur'ee?
Doing great, Toni. Good morning.
Hey. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. You both grew up as only children, right?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. Did you ever ask your parents to have more children or to give you a sibling, Taur'ee?
I don't honestly I think I wanted siblings in a way, but I don't remember ever directly asking my mom and dad or being like, hey, you guys should have another kid. I never really asked.
Really?
Kind of just kept it to myself, I guess.
Oh, so what about you, Marcel?
No, I don't believe that I asked anybody for any other kids.
But okay.
You think so? Did I?
I'm your mother. You ask me all the time.
What did I? I don't remember that. Obviously, I was confused. Well, maybe when I was younger, I wanted more siblings. But I think I was pretty much a loner, so it would have been nice to have siblings as a kid. That would have been cool to share some of the, I guess, the misunderstandings with the parents that you have and the things that you go through and that you don't have to play by yourself. So I guess I probably could have asked. I just don't remember that.
I gave you cousins.
Yeah, you didn't. But all right, that's what I'm saying, Taur'ee. You see how you see the misunderstandings you could have. That's why you needed a sibling. But you guys decided to wait. I don't know what's wrong.
Oh, I guess because I always had siblings, so I don't know.
How many siblings did you have?
I started out with 2.
Oh.
And then my mother got married, and then I think I got 5 more. Was it 5 more? Let me see. Rona, Rita, Renee, Shelly, and Junior. Yeah, 5 more.
Wow.
Yeah. So at that point, I was like, that was just too much. It was too many. because I started out as the baby of everybody. And that was a great place to be because I was the baby. I got everything I wanted. And then my little sister came along and I was like not happy about that. But that's a whole different discussion. This conversation is not about me. It's about you and Marcel. Okay, after growing up as only children for your entire life, because at what age were you, Taur'ee, when your dad said, hey, I'm getting married?
What was that, like almost 10 years ago?
Yeah.
So it was like 14, 15. Yeah.
And Marcel, how old were you?
I'm pretty sure I was 18 because it was almost time for graduation. So, well, I could have been like 17, 18.
That's what I'm saying. When we actually got married, you were 18, I believe.
Yeah.
If Taur'ee, like 16.
Yeah, 17. I was about to say, Taur'ee, you were like 16, 15, I think. I'm pretty sure. But
I will tell you the awesome thing about us deciding to get married. When you two met, you and Taur'ee, or Taur'ee and Marcel, I feel like y'all just clicked. Was that just me seeing what I wanted to see, or how did y'all take each other as becoming brothers at that ripe old age of 16 and 18?
Well, Taur'ee was pretty awesome. I mean, it was just like meeting, a new person. And
a new person in the family, like, that's
right.
What I felt like.
Yeah. And so like, he was awesome. It was cool. To be honest with you, I was like trying to like figure out, Ty a lot more than Taur'ee. Like, I knew Taur'ee. Yeah.
This guy's trying to with my mom. I'm like, who is this guy? I'm not worried about Taur'ee, but
right. I'm on investigation mode. Like, Taur'ee's my age, so I trust him a lot more. Like, okay, cool.
Really?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it was an age. Well, he's not with you. Like, Ty's with you, so that's who I'm like looking at. Like, all right, let me watch him. But Taur'ee was cool. So it was like, it was an easy thing to like, I guess, get along, because for me, it was cool. It's like, all right, you're going to be my, brother now. Well, I didn't even know, like, when we all met, we went on the whole road trip. Who knows what's going to happen in life? So I didn't know if you guys were going to. Yeah, that was a Tennessee road trip. Yeah. And so I thought that was kind of like awesome on you guys' part that you guys set that whole thing up, because that was like a pretty awesome intro to each other, I think.
Y'all are welcome. We did that without even knowing we were being awesome.
That was a good bonding experience. And I think you and me clicked pretty well when we first met. Like, we were a similar age. Came from similar background, I guess. So it was easy to relate to each other. We both only kids growing up, right. Similar age.
So there was no territory to protect.
No.
Right. No.
Okay. All right. Because I was like, when I saw y'all just hanging out and talking, and I was like, oh my gosh, honey, they like each other.
Yo, Mark, so do you remember, like, it was that one summer you put me onto that show? I think it was Weeds, and we just watched that. We just marathoned that show.
Oh yeah.
We were watching season 1, 2. I don't even know how many seasons we watched.
I'm telling you, I'm a horrible big brother. No, it was a good show though.
Just binge watching TV.
Yeah, we did really good. Like, our interests were pretty similar. Like, yeah, we were bonding and watched TV and playing games. Like, it was cool. And it was cool to like have somebody else to like, because it was the whole summer and we had to get to know each other because we were there by ourselves. So what else were we going to do? Right. You're right.
Get along. But it was no problem doing that. So.
Right. It worked out. So
only children can interact with other children. That's all I want to say is, if your child is an only child, they can play well with others.
Is there some like a stereotype sometimes, like only children are like shy or loners or antisocial? Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah.
I've heard that. Yeah, that could happen. Depends on how you grow up, I guess.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna put this out there. My mother kicked me out when I was like 12 and told me to go make friends. Like that was, I had
Yeah, because you were a homebody.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know anybody else, so I just had to like hang out by myself. So it was cool.
Well, see, friends become pseudo siblings, just so you know.
Yeah. You're right. But then they leave, so.
Well, everyone leaves at some point.
Well, not Taur'ee, because he's my brother.
Or they don't leave your mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might have been different for me because for most of my life, I stayed in New Jersey. Growing up with my mom. I think when I was younger, I was definitely like more shy, more to myself. But as I got older, I kind of like broke out of my shell and became more social and this and that. And it was easier to like make friends. I think like starting in high school. But I feel like Marcel, I don't know your life too well, but I believe you've moved around a lot or a few times. Did that kind of did that make it hard to like keep friends? I'm assuming.
I did really well until I was like maybe like 8, and then I just like gave up on the concept of lifelong friends because I moved around so consistently that I would have to like make friends very quickly and then leave them. And I would have to be okay with leaving them. So, I would get used to that whole pattern. So at some point I was just like, these people, it's not even going to last a long time. So it doesn't even matter if like they like me, they don't like me, I like them, I don't like them. We're just going to enjoy the time we got right now and keep it moving, So that did make it a little more difficult, but it allowed me also to be able to understand a lot of different like people and cultures and, have a bigger perspective when it comes to like meeting people.
Yes, because I wouldn't have wanted to, pigeonhole you to an area just for friends. I wanted you to see the world. That's why you moved a lot. And you even lived overseas. I thought that was a great experience.
Yeah.
Where did you live overseas at again?
Bosnia and Nigeria.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was fun. There's people over there who still like the people over here, so.
I was about to say, you still have, well, I don't think you really had any friends from Bosnia that you kept.
I did. His name was Jason. Well, not that I kept in touch with, no. I haven't talked to Jason in a long time. Yeah, I do. Yeah, he's still my driver. Well, he used to want to sit in the front seat. I didn't like to share. I still don't. But, yeah, it was a situation.
Okay. Well, at this moment, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
1 2 1 2, and I say this is Tide Controller, and I'm here to talk about Dip Square. Dip Square is an online shop that specializes in unique graphic t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, and other apparel. They also offer services like personalized mugs and shoes. Did I just say shoes? Yeah, you can get sneakers with your picture on them at Dip Square. They also have tote bags and other items. Right now, you can save on t-shirts every day by using the discount code I Love Tees. That's I Love TEEZ. You get 14% off because every day is Valentine's Day at Dip Square. So check them out online at dipsquare.com. Dipsquare.com.
I guess you know what time it is. Yeah, I know, because it's about that time for the Toni G. Campbell podcast.
Thank you for tuning in, and we will continue our awesome conversation about blending families from a child's point of view with my co-host for today, Marcel Green-Victor and Taur'ee Campbell, our 2 eldest sons. Okay, now we talked about how awesome y'all were at blending y'all, you two coming together as siblings. Now, what were your first thoughts when you heard that Caden was on the way?
I thought my dad was like kind of joking at first. I was like, no, there's no way. Like, you mess, because my dad likes to make jokes. You know that, Tony. Yeah, he's a prankster. So I was like, yeah, you lying, right? He was like, no, I'm serious. Like, right. I don't remember when he told me. I don't know how early into the pregnancy you were when he told me, but.
Well, we didn't know until after the first trimester, so.
Oh, like three months?
Yeah, we were 15 and a half weeks when we found out about Caden.
Oh, okay. So you were surprised.
Yeah, we were surprised. Child number 3.
I would remember the whole situation. I remember when you guys, because we were going through a lot at that time. And I remember because, like, Mommy, you were like super, super like crazy. You were super crazy.
It's called depressed.
Well, yeah, but we were going through a lot, with Aunt Letha and whatnot and what so forth. And I know you guys called us, you told us, and we're like, So that was, I don't know. I love babies. Like, they're the best. So, and I think it was great. I would have felt like, more territorial had it been like I was still in the house or I was younger or like, this came a lot earlier, but like I'm grown now. So like I can just come and like give Caden all the candy I want and then leave him there. So that was pretty awesome. Like I thought of all those things.
I kind of felt the same. I was like, they have a kid. It's cool. I mean, I don't gotta like change the diapers or
right.
Because they're like miles and miles away. Is that messed up?
No, that's like all
honest. I mean, hey, if I didn't have to change diapers, I wouldn't have either.
I was all right,
yeah,
cool.
But still, I was surprised. But then once I realized, okay, they're definitely having a kid. I was happy for y'all.
And neither one of y'all said, "Oh my gosh, y'all let me grow up an only child, and then you give me a sibling."
Yeah, but not like in a serious way, more like sarcastic. Like, yeah, I did think that, like, wow, now I get a sibling, and at this point, I don't really want one anymore. Not like that. Like, I'm glad Caden.
No,
it's that childhood desire to have a sibling.
Yeah, because you're like,
pretty much
really
faded away.
With
yeah,
this kid.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not gonna grow up in a house, so it doesn't feel like
the same.
As I don't know, I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand.
I was about to say a lot of people ask me, like, when I'm talking about my brothers and sisters, like, they're like, oh, well, your parents waited so long to have kids. I'm like, yeah, it's all right. It's cool. It's almost like they're like my kids, but they get to watch them or something. So it just works out like that. And they pay for them and all that stuff. So I'm like the fun, like, uncle or something. So it just works out. I don't know. It's a weird concept that I have in my head.
Well, the crazy thing is that at that point when Caden got here, we had a discussion about whether we were going to make him another only child.
Why?
Because we both had only children, and we're like, should we make a third only child? Like, that's weird in itself. It's like, we have 3 only children. And the crazy thing is, in the midst of all of that discussion, then Sydney pops up. Woohoo!
Oh my gosh, that one.
What?
Well, Sydney, now that's probably where I had some like envy. I said, well, now listen, me and Tori both were only children our whole life, so we didn't have nobody to play with, nobody to fight with, none of that. And then you go, okay, you have Caden, cool. He's going to be an only child. He's going to be just like us, ready and loner and all that. Then you give him Sydney. What in the world? So I was like, that's totally unfair.
Yo, you was like, Caden has to go through what we went through.
Right.
He doesn't get siblings. Like, we didn't get siblings. No one gets siblings.
He needs to have his rite of passage here. Like, this is the only child land. Like, what are you doing? So, he got Sydney, and I was like, eh. And, Sydney never really, like, gelled with me too much until she got older. So I was always very standoffish with her anyways. She was like very mean sometimes, but I love her.
Wait, who's Sydney?
Yes, she's always super mean to me. Like, when she was younger, like she was always just she would always just be like, like really standoffish, and I'd be like, oh, I just want to love you.
She just gets in her shy moments. Like when Tori showed up, she wouldn't talk to you for what? At least almost the whole day.
What you mean like this time I came? Mm-hmm. Yeah. She would not talk to me in the car. She was just like, I'm just trying to remember who I am. Who is this guy?
Right.
What does he want?
That makes a lot of sense. That's how she always.
Even the first time, like the very first time I met Sydney, like she was also just like, I don't know you. Like
that's just her personality. She's like, until I know you, there is a wall up and probably a 4-foot wall between me and you, and I'm not taking any part of that wall down until I know you're safe.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.
But I will let y'all know, Caden probably would love to be the only child. And I don't know if it's because he's a child born in February or not, but yeah. Some days he's like, I wish Sydney would just go away.
Oh my God.
Well, that definitely does sound like February birthday material. I thought that was pretty sweet that we have like he's born 7 days after my birthday. So I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yes, and that's okay. None of this was planned. But the crazy thing is that Marcel, your birthday's in February, and Tori, your birthday's in October. Mm-hmm. And y'all are exactly 20 months apart. And Caden's birthday is in February, and Sydney's birthday is in October, and they are actually 20 months apart. And we just thought that was like the creepiest, weird coincidence.
That's God right there.
Exactly. Right. And we were like, okay, that gives us confirmation that we did the right thing with this whole situation.
Yes. Yeah, I thought that was
2 days after me, right?
Yes. Sydney is 2 days after you, and Caden is exactly 7 days after Marcel. So that was just, yes, that's God working that whole situation out, because I couldn't have planned that any better.
Caden is, those two are like, they are the funniest people I've ever met in my life. I'm telling you.
They're hilarious.
Yes.
Caden has me dying every day.
Now, I will say, me and Ty, we didn't even have it beat at that point, because then there were 5. Prince came along.
Oh, yes.
Now, Prince is not my child. He is your mother's child, but we all say we have 5 children because Prince is part of the family. So, were there any extra thoughts when Prince came along?
I was like, how many more siblings am I going to get? Like, how many more? Who's next? Like, that's what it felt like. At
this point, it's like a clown car. Like, how many kids are getting out of this little tiny car, you know?
It's like my childhood wish got granted, but like 20 years later. Like, that's what it felt. And the wish is going in overtime. Like, okay, you're going to get 3 siblings, 4 siblings. 5. Like, just keep adding siblings.
I know. I'm like, and then there were 5. Like, that is just the craziest thing, because...
Oh,
Did you ever see Prince?
No.
Not in person.
I know Marcel
just
has
pictures.
Oh, yeah. Because that time you came to Jersey, we didn't go in the house.
No, we didn't go in the house. But yes, I didn't get to meet him yet in person. But yes, he's adorable.
That is my other little brother. He's 2 right now, about to be 3. June 1st. It's his birthday.
Ooh, June 1st. That's a good birthday to have.
It's a nice birthday. Yeah, June. It's funny. June 1st, 2016. So it's 6116. It's his birthday.
Oh, birthday. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I have to play that number.
And so there were 5 at this point.
Wait, Marcel, do you ever like look at Kate and be like, he looks like me when I was a kid? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Look at Prince.
Yeah.
I'm so trippy. I'm looking at him like, this is me. When
I show everybody's picture, and some people be like, "Is that your son?" I be like,
yes, exactly. If I walk out with Prince in public, I'm like, "Is that your son?"
I'd be like, not today, maybe tomorrow. Who knows?
What you mean not today?
Well, because kids can be a magnet. If you're like, you take them. I remember I think you like let me watch Keaton like maybe once or twice or something. And I took him to the park, and they were all like, "Oh my God, he's so cute. You want to go to lunch?" And I was like, this is big. So that's what you do as an older brother when you have little kids as siblings.
So you're getting picked up because
yeah, I think that's what older brothers are supposed to do. You're supposed to use them as bait and stuff. I'm not sure.
Really? Oh my goodness.
But I told you, I'm like the worst older brother ever. Like I want all the older brother stuff, the beating up and the picking up, all that stuff. So, but
well, anytime you want them for the summer, you just let me know.
I will. We'll have to go somewhere other than Philly because these people up here are crazy.
I was about to say, I don't even know if you could handle Caden, even if you got Caden all by himself.
Oh no, I could deal with Caden. Now it's Sydney. Now I'm telling you,
Sydney is different stuff.
No, you just have to be able to afford to feed Sydney.
Oh my God, Sydney eats like every hour.
Every single hour. She's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, girl, you literally just ate a 7-course pasta meal. Like, no, nothing else right now.
Oh yeah, no, that would be awesome. Maybe one day soon, when I graduate from school, then maybe they can come up here and hang out.
Yeah, because that's what I thought when I was like, okay, we're having these kids who have older siblings. Guess what? They'll be able to go visit them without us.
Yeah,
and give us a break.
Yeah, maybe we could coordinate it one year. Like you take Sydney, I take Caden, you take Caden, I take Sydney. That would be
me
cool.
and you?
Yeah, me and you.
Word.
Tori, how are you putting me into this?
No, I was just making sure. No, that'd be cool though. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see the difference, hanging out with the younger brother than the younger sister.
Oh yes, that would be interesting.
I will tell you the difference. Caden, as long as he has a tablet and some snacks, he'll sit on the couch and chill out all day. Sydney, you better be ready to go out and do stuff and take her to the park and play dolls and drink nasty water tea.
Ooh, water tea, because she has tea parties.
Oh, yeah. She has, they have this Keurig that actually, if you put water in it, it drains the water into your little teacup and she will make you drink it. So just make sure where she's getting this water from is where you have to ask her. Where did you get the water from?
You just pretend to drink it
Because she keeps trying to give you more. So either you have an extra cup to dump it in, or you have to sip.
She's not looking, just throw it back. I drank. Oh, that was so good.
I hope you're outside if you're throwing back water.
It's water. You can clean up water. It's not sticky or nothing. No sugar in there. It's just water.
Okie dokie, if you say so. Okay. At this moment, since we are having so much fun, I am going to take a commercial break, and we will be right back.
1 2 1 2, and I say this is Tide Controller, and I'm here to talk about Dip Square. Dip Square is an online shop that specializes in unique graphic t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, and other apparel. They also offer services like personalized mugs and shoes. Did I just say shoes? Yeah, you can get sneakers with your picture on them at Dip Square. They also have tote bags and other items. Right now, you can save on t-shirts every day by using the discount code I Love Tees. That's I Love TEEZ. You get 14% off because every day is Valentine's Day at Dip Square. So check them out online at dipsquare.com. Dipsquare.com.
I guess you know what time it is. Yeah, I know, because it's about that time for the Toni G. Campbell podcast.
Hey, and welcome back, where we are discussing Lord Jesus.
Oh, no, we are a blessed family.
We are a blessed family.
Let's go.
But we are talking about blending of families from the child's point of view. Okay, Taur'ee, what kind of advice would you give a child who was an only child and now they will either soon have additional siblings that are already probably around their age, or maybe their parents are expecting a new baby after they've been an only child for a long, long time?
I would definitely say have patience and understanding. I think some people, if they heard that news, oh, we're having another kid, they might react the wrong way. Like, it could easily just be like a jealousy thing. Like, oh, you have another kid, you're not going to pay attention to me anymore. That could happen at any age, whether you're like 5 years old or a teenager or even an adult. Like, that can happen. But just understand, like, your parents, whether they stay together or not, or found someone else, they're people too. They're adults living their lives. They deserve to find someone and be happy with them. And if they choose to do so, have children with them. And yeah, so just have understanding of that. And don't think it's just you, because them having children, you having siblings, it's bigger than you. It's like about the whole family now. You know what I mean? So with that being said, just have understanding and just have patience with this new change that's going to happen in your life.
Okay. And Marcel? Do you need me to repeat the question?
No. Same thing I would say as what Taur'ee said, just having understanding and patience, and really just like enjoy the time you have with your siblings, like, because this is how I look at it. Like, this is like 1 or 2 or 3 more people that you get the chance to know, because they're going to be good at something that you're not good at, and you're going to get to learn something. So this is like making all new friends that you're going to have for the rest of your life. So just really enjoy it. And like, you remember your parents from when you were younger. So like, pass that information on to your siblings and, help them out as much as you can and give them like a upper hand in the whole situation, because your parents are still going to be your parents, and, they're going to be getting older, and, you're going to have to be there to help. So definitely get in touch with, hey, it's no longer like all about me. It probably never was, but, at least it's a reality now. But, it's definitely about helping and passing along this information and helping raise these kids, because it takes a village.
Yeah, definitely. That's true. Helping just to bring up the child in the world. And also, we're in a good position, like you and I, Marcel, to help out our younger siblings and give them advice, because sometimes as they get older, you know how we were kids. Well, everyone, like, we probably had our parents tell us things and we didn't listen to them. Like, we thought they were like being bossy or overbearing, controlling, but maybe it was like for our own good, but we didn't listen. But, even though we're much older than our siblings, they might still take what we have to say more seriously than what their parents might tell them, our parents might tell them, because we can relate to them more. Like, we've been there. Like, they raised us too. They were our parents as well. We went through that. So you can listen to us. You can ask us for help. You can talk to us if they don't feel comfortable talking to mom or dad.
Yeah, and that's all I ever want. Is like, okay, because I know that was like one of the worst things about being the only child. Is like, I don't feel like I have anybody who like understands what I'm going through and I can talk to, because it's coming from my parents. So like, now, I'm glad that they have somebody that they could be like, oh, well, mommy said this or dad said this, and I don't even know, like, and they'll come to us. So that's my only hope, is that they'll come to us. And, we're there for them to like do what we do as older brothers, like help them.
Yeah, help them, guide them, teach them.
Right.
Well, I'm glad y'all brought that up, because it's like, as parents, we do have love to share to every child, every single child, we have love to share. It's not like, we favor any child. We don't. It's not that we love anybody anymore or even show anyone any more attention. I know from us, we give attention according to the child, because you cannot treat every child the same. No child is the same. Even if they're twins, no child is the same. So I hope every adult is understanding that you cannot treat every one of your children the same way, because they have personalities, they have opinions, and they're just different people, period. But if there's one thing that you are anxious to teach or impart to your younger siblings, what is it? Go, Taur'ee.
Go Marcel, because I'm thinking.
Your parents usually have what they're telling you to do is for your best good. That's really my only piece of advice, is like, usually. Now, times have changed and things have changed, so you might say, well, this is how it worked for me when I was younger and I know better, because I know I've heard that a lot by my mom. But usually they definitely have your best interests at heart. Well, they always have your best interests at heart, but usually their advice is like going to work out best for you. And to my younger brother and younger sister, my younger brothers and younger sister, I would just say, like, try their advice first, because I never did this part. Try their advice first, so if you mess up, you can blame it on them. And then
Really?
you can say, yes, really, this is big brother advice. Now leave me alone.
But you understood you never messed up when you followed my advice.
Yep. That's a whole nother conversation.
Well,
that's another
podcast.
Right, no, another podcast. But try their way first. So in case you mess up, then you can say, oh, look, I tried your way. I messed up. Now you can't say anything, and you can, maybe try a different way. But, definitely listen to the parents first and foremost. And if not, then come talk to us, and we will probably give you the same advice, but just like in a different way, where you could be like, oh, I didn't see it that way, but it's the exact same way. So, we've been adults for a little bit, and we know how to talk to kids, I think.
That's true. I think just going off that, definitely want my siblings to know that, going off the whole making mistakes thing, it's okay to make mistakes. Just definitely learn from them. As you get older, it's a big lesson learned in life. You're going to be knocked down. You're going to either knock yourself down or someone's going to knock you down. But just get back up and learn from it and do better the next time. That's definitely something that I had to learn the hard way in life to even get where I'm at right now and continue to move forward where I'm trying to be. And, definitely just have confidence in yourself, believe in yourself. Definitely. That's big. That's really big.
Yes.
Because you have to be your greatest motivator in life. You can't expect other people cheer you on all the time. As nice as that is, you have to see the value in yourself as a human being. Otherwise, how can you expect other people to? And that's what I definitely want to teach my siblings and just anyone else in general. If you're listening, it's definitely something that I want to impart onto my younger siblings.
Okay. Now, quick, any advice for the one and only sister of the group? Because Sydney is the lonely sister.
I think Sydney will be all right. Sydney's tough.
Yeah, she's super adventurous. If she just keeps her personality when she's an adult, she'll be A-okay. Don't talk to me unless I really know you. Yeah, I'm tough. I have all these brothers, and it is what it is. Don't mess with me, because I'll probably go get one of my brothers. But no, I think she should just shine as best she can. Like, she is the only girl, and she's super awesome. And I think she's going to be great, Mom. I think she's going to be great.
I agree.
Oh, well, I would like to say thank you so much, Marcel and Taur'ee, for co-hosting with me today.
Yay.
And at this point, I'm going to take my very last commercial break, and I will be right back.
1, 2, 1, 2, and I say this is Tide Controller, and I'm here to talk about Dip Square. Dip Square is an online shop that specializes in unique graphic t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, and other apparel. They also offer services like personalized mugs and shoes. Did I just say shoes? Yeah, you can get sneakers with your picture on them at Dip Square. They also have tote bags and other items. Right now, you can save on t-shirts every day by using the discount code I Love Tees. That's I Love TEEZ. You get 14% off because every day is Valentine's Day at Dip Square. So check them out online at dipsquare.com. Dipsquare.com.
I guess you know what time it is. Yeah, I know, because it's about that time for the Toni G. Campbell podcast.
Welcome back, and it's time to wrap this thing up. I would like to say thank you so much for taking the time to listen to Conversations with Toni on Toni G. Campbell, the podcast. Don't forget to check out our archive shows at ToniGCampbell.com, where you can also see our show notes for this episode. Subscribe to Toni G. Campbell, the podcast, on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Make sure you go to my website, ToniGCampbell.com, and become a Gen X warrior. There are plenty of benefits that come with that. Share the podcast and tell a friend about Conversations with Toni, and make sure you rate and review my podcast. Remember to be kind, be useful, and be fearless. Thank you. You have a great day.